I'm Elizabeth McKinley Tuttle with Pembroke Hill's Building Together campaign.
And I'm Brad Shelley, head of school at Pembroke Hill.
Today we're on the construction site for Building Together, and so much is changing every day since construction began in May. Brad, when is this project going to be finished?
Yeah, we're really excited. I just learned that we're 50% through construction. The dining hall and the new entrance in the Hall Student Center and the Arts Connector will be finished by the time next school year begins, and the Athletic Center will be open in December of 2021.
Join us as we take a tour of the project and see how the Ward Parkway campus is already transforming. We're standing in the auxiliary practice gym of the Athletic Center. Now, in front of us is the main lower lobby, and beyond that are the locker rooms. Also in this area will be offices, cardio space, weight room, and a multi-purpose space that can be used for dance practice and wellness programs. Brad, this athletic center is really tremendous. Why do we need it?
Pembroke Hill has such a rich reputation regarding athletics, and our current facilities don't really meet the standard of what we expect at Pembroke. And so the time was now to build an athletic center. We're going to have gymnasiums that are going to allow us to hold tournaments, which we've never been able to do before. We can hold district play, which we haven't been able to do before, and really provide our kids the experience that they deserve.
Well, we're now in the competition gym, and as you can see, it's a really large space. This area also leads out to newsstands and a press box that overlooks the football, lacrosse, and soccer fields, as well as the track.
So obviously this will be kind of our home indoor arena for varsity competitions and JV upper school sports essentially. But this was also programmed to give us the ability to bring our students and our faculty and our community together. So for the first time in the history of the school, we can bring all 1,500 members of our faculty, staff, students, convocation indoors, bring our community for some sort of celebration. And we've just never had that ability to do that. At the completion of the project, Pearson Gym will be taken down. Phillips Gymnasium will be served primarily by our middle school sports. Having 3 full-size gymnasiums on the upper school campus will allow us to have tournaments and additional times for practice for our student athletes.
Behind us, you can see the buildings covered in black weathering. The closest building is Hall Student Center entrance, and the other building with the vaulted ceiling is the new dining hall. And on the other side of us is the Athletic Center where we just were. Why did we need to make improvements to Hall Student Center?
The Hall Student Center as it existed was a little awkward to get to. And so now with the new entrance into campus and the new entrance, it's ADA accessible, which is going to be great for our community. But the new renovation inside also provides spaces for our community that we haven't had before. And now we'll be able to really have a pre-function space, a post-function space where our community can celebrate plays and activities that take place in the HSCs.
We're now in the hall between Hall Student Center lobby and below the dining hall. So over there is Hall Student Center, and there is a main staircase and the lower entrance to the auditorium. Brad, what is this?
Yeah, this space is really exciting. Below here we have academic spaces. We're going to have faculty office spaces. There's a multi-purpose room. We have a very strong speech and debate program. Their new home is going to be here, and also robotics. I love the academic spaces and the thought that academic spaces need to be also in our common spaces. This is really going to be an asset for the school moving forward and for the programs that are flourishing.
We're standing in what will be the new dining hall, where students will be able to sit together for lunch. The new dining hall encloses the quadrangle on the east side of the lawn. The current dining hall is being revamped into a new servery area, giving students, faculty, and staff plenty of space to select their food and go to the dining hall.
Our current dining hall, the one that we're using, because of the size of the dining hall, there are so many different rotations that we have to get our kids through. A larger space will allow us to build more community, but we can cut down on the number of rotations for lunch periods, which will actually free up some more time during our academic schedule. The other thing that's really appealing about this new space, it's going to be another opportunity for us to have community events in here. For instance, we can have Parents Association events, we can have speaker, reunion weekend with alumni, that this can be a great headquarters or a great home base.
On the south side of the dining hall is where the arts connector will be built, and you can see it with the orange tarp. But this connector will join Centennial Hall, which is the arts building for the upper school, with the dining room. Brad, what's the purpose of the arts connector?
Yeah, the Arts Connector serves two purposes. The first is that it will allow the academic buildings to be connected all the way from the middle school over to the dining hall. The other reason is that we have just tremendously talented artists, both our current students, our faculty, and alums, and to be able to showcase their work in a more public way. It's also going to give us the ability to bring in outside artists and to have art shows.
We're now standing on the lawn, which was finished in August just before school started. Behind us is the Building Together construction, and we're surrounded by Jordan Hall, Kemper Library, the middle school, and Phillips Gym.
The lawn is the heartbeat of the Ward Parkway campus. It's the center of the campus, and it's been reconfigured to allow it to be more of a common space. It's a great asset for the school, and it really gives that independent school and small college feel to a campus. So the terrace will lead into the new dining hall. There will be seating for lunch and for other activities that we have. We've talked about having performing arts outside in the evenings. It's also going to serve as the new home for commencement. And actually this year, 2021, will be held on the lawn, and this is where the graduates will sit.
I want to thank you, Brad, and thank all of you for joining us on our tour. For more information about the project, please go to our website, pembrokehill.org/buildingtogether, as well as our Facebook page, where we regularly post construction project photos.